Hi everyone, this is Laura, and I have a quick project share with you today. Um, I wanted to work on a layout and I wanted to work on a card, but I really didn't know where to start. So, being that I've been feeling a little bit under the weather still, I decided to go with the card first. Only because I thought it would be a little bit simpler and it would be a quick, cute project that I could finish 1 to 3. Plus, I just felt like making a card. So, let me share with you my card and what I did and what papers I used. Let me put this to the side. So, for this project here, and I think maybe I should get out a piece of cardstock just so I could show up a little bit better. Yeah, this will do. This is a nice, pretty color. For my project, I use my Diamond Dies window die, and I still have it in my packaging. I just want to take it out for you guys so that you can see how beautiful uh, this die is. I mean, and what a great size. I mean, this is a really, really nice size. So this is what the window set die looks like. You have 3 pieces. You have this piece, you have the shutters, and you have your flower box. Now, if you choose not to purchase the whole set at www.diamonddice.com, Dee does sell them separately. So let's say for some reason before you purchased a window and you didn't have the opportunity to purchase the flower box or the shutters, you can still get the shutters and the flower box for your current window die, because you should be able to estimate just by your width whether or not you can fit it. And as most shutters go, they go underneath anyway. See what I'm saying? So even if it came out to here, it's still, I mean, I'm almost positive that these would be compatible with any window die. Now, don't quote me on that. You, like I said, just check for the measurements. But I know that I've already measured this against 2 other dies that I had, and it fit just fine. And one of the reasons that I had never purchased one of these was because every time I went to purchase one of these, this part was missing. And I used to be like, ah! I used to go crazy. Yeah! Why can't they have all of them? So I am very excited to have all 3 pieces. And like I said, if you want to purchase them separately, you can do that too. You don't have to purchase the whole set. We do carry them separately at the Diamond Dice store. Rather, Dee carries it separately. And I also used this Gorgeous Girl stamp. I have not played with my Gorgeous Girl stamps in quite some time. I thought they were being a little neglected, so I decided to bring them out. And I did use, actually, I used 2 Gorgeous Girls sets. I used the one with the kitty and the one with this young lady right here. So here's my card. I used my Graphic 45 Secret Garden paper stack to create this card, which is this deck right here. I know you have all seen it, but for those of you individuals that maybe didn't happen to get to see this yet, you really, really should take a look it up, because these are the most prettiest pastelly, gorgeous paper stack, and it would be great for the next season coming up, which would be spring. Come on, camera. What is wrong with you? Okay. So for my card, I started out with this is a 5x7 card. I started out with an 8.5x11 piece of cardstock in cream, and I folded it in half, cut off the edges. I used my EK Success corner rounder for the corners. I added To the front, I added this designer paper from the paper collection, but when I finished my card, it was such a hot little mess in the back, and I feel so bad giving anyone a card with ink spots in the back. And I am a very messy crafter. I've tried to be good, but anyways, so I decided to cover it with a piece of the designer paper from the stack. And funny enough, because I wanted to purposely try to work with as many paper products as possible, the card really isn't as heavy, being a 5x7 card, not heavy at all. Um, so for the card, as you can see, I did cut out my window frame in this purple marble paper that I have. It's almost like a parchment looking paper. So I cut out the shutters, the window. I did not use the flower box only because I felt it came too low, and I did do my card landscape style rather than portrait style. Um, Over here, this is one of my little die cut pieces that I have in my stash, and I used this little teeny tiny font set, and these stickers are from the collection. And I just wrote out the word hello. I distressed everything in Concord grape. And over here I have a teeny tiny butterfly with a little gem, and I have these little tiny bling pieces up here as well. For that sign and the inside of the card, I used my shimmer sprays, and I used the sunset strip. I used olive branch, and I used princess, which is a really, really light purple. And I don't know if you can tell on the sign, but if you can see all this coloring and shimmer, that's actually from the sprays. Yep. And then for my little gorgeous girl, I paper pieced her dress. I did color in her hair and her face and her stockings with my pro markers. And I highlighted the hair with my black Bic Sharpie. To the center here on her dress, I added some stickles. And then I also added a little bling center to her dress as well. This is one of my border punches. I believe it's by Fiskars, but I'm not. Yep, it is. It's this one right here, and it's by Fiskars. And that's how I got the grass on the bottom. And then over here, I have these little blinged out flowers that I bought on eBay, and I just added them. And then I have a little um, pine branch Martha Stewart punch. So I kind of cut out the leaves off the stems. Some of them I left on, some of them I just cut one or two, and I made them into stems for my flowers, as you can see there. And then I took one of my distress pens and I just drew veins, did a little shading and blotching. On the window itself here, and I don't know if you can see that, I actually stamped a scrolly on the top and bottom part of the window. To the center of that stamped image, I added some bling. Here, I wanted to create sort of like a shade. You know those old type-in Roman shades that you used to be able to pull down, and they always looked like they had the stitching for the stick? I mean, this is really going back. My grandmother used to have these type of before the Venetian blinds became extremely popular. These were more they were very vintagey. They had sort of like a stick in the middle. Well, anyways, when I seen these little tiny holes, I don't know why, but it always reminded me of that. And I always said that if I ever purchased or if I was ever able to get my hands on a window die, I couldn't wait to play and try to create that effect using that punch. And that's what I did there. And this is called the noteworthy border punch. It's also a punch around the page as well. It has the corner and the border, and this is what that looks like. I don't know if the camera's going to pick that up, but see how that looks. And oh, I'm sorry, it's called Cherish. That's what it's called, Cherish. And see that there? So yep, so that's what I used for the inside of the window. Then I wanted to make the little kitty a pillow so that she could look like she was laying on the windowsill on a pillow. So I took another piece of the paper from the paper stack. I crunched it first. I wet it, and then I crunched it all up in my hand. I rolled it all up. I opened it and I heated it up. Well, I dried it with my heat gun. Um, but I was scared that it would get like really stiff and hard, and I didn't want it too stiff because I glued this crochet trim all around the edges of the pillow. Um, so I was trying to keep it sort of damp when I glued the trim on it, and because I did that, it kind of warped the sides a little bit, but you really can't tell if you look at the card this way. So yeah, so then there's my kitty, and I also colored her with my Pro markers. I added a little black spot on her ear, one on her eye, and one on her little tail because I just thought she would look cute with little black spots. And then I took my Sharpie and I really uh, just colored in the nose and the two eyes. And that's little kitty in the window. And there she is laying down on the grass, smelling her little flowers, just saying hello to her friend. And these little teeny tiny butterflies are also a EK Success Punch that I have in my stash. And I have a bling center and some stickles on each one of them, as well as the signage. And then on the inside, I just left it pretty plain. Not sure what I'm going to do with this card yet or where it's going, so I kind of left the inside blank, but I did spray the whole inside of the card with my shimmer sprays, the same colors that I just showed you a few moments ago. To the top, I used some more paper, designer papers from the paper stack, and then I cut this border using my Martha Stewart Edge Punch, which is this one right here, and this one is called Floral Vine. To that, I added my ribbon. I added some bling going across the ribbon and to the center of these flowers, just to give it a little bit more detail so it wouldn't disappear in the background. I took my Tim Holtz Distress markers and I just very lightly outlined some of the die cut pieces of this border punch. I distressed everything with my Mode Lawn Distress ink. I added a little paper doily. And then to the paper doily, again, please forgive my icky fingers. There, I was working with the inks. I have these little bling jewels going around the doily. And then, of course, I have these two little butterflies that I added some bling to. I don't know if you can see the shimmer sprays. You know, they don't show up too great on camera, but believe me, the whole card is just very shiny and very sparkly. So this is my card using my window box die for diamonddies.com. I hope you all like it. If you have any questions at all, please leave them in the comments below. And please go on over to diamonddies.com. Check out some of the most amazing dies that Dee has to offer. She has quite a selection now, with more yet still coming. And if you make a purchase order of $25 or more, you will get a 15% discount using my coupon code, which is Thanks Laura, and you will also get free shipping. So I know some of you girls still have some of those gift cards that you got for Christmas still hiding in your stash somewhere. Break out those gift cards, girlfriends. Go on over to Dee's shop. Let's do a little happy shopping for ourselves. and let's treat ourselves to some beautiful dies. I will talk to you all soon. You guys have a blessed day, and thank you so much for watching. Talk to you soon. Bye for now.